Fish! Fish!
There he is.
Fish!
There he is.
That's a big one.
That's a,
oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, Jay, that's a giant.
That's a giant.
That's a giant. Oh. Biggin. Biggin. Get the net, Jay. Get the net. It's a giant. That's how you start the day off right there, guys. There we go. There we go. Jay's on. Jay's on. Big one. Good one, JJ. That took all 3 minutes.
Oh my gosh.
Boat flip him.
Oh gosh.
Oh, yes. Look how fat that one is.
Wow. I just missed one. It kind of looks like the one I just missed.
Yeah, this camera's been rolling for 1 minute and 55 seconds, and Jay is already hooked up with our first bass of the day.
Woo.
On the chatterbait, on the draining lake. It's going to be a good day, I already know.
Oh yeah.
That's
It's
2
like
casts in a row.
70 something today.
Yep, cloudy, got a little bit of wind, and we got all the rest of the afternoon to catch some fish.
Woo.
Feels good to be out here. That's a good start. There we go, it's a big one. Big one. It's real big. Get the net. Get the net. Get the net. Get the net, Jay. Get the net. It's a giant.
Oh my gosh.
Yes! Yes!
What in the world?
Oh my gosh, it's a giant.
Jeez.
It's a giant.
Jeez, is that your new PB?
No,
No?
I don't think so. I don't know how big that is though. Oh my gosh, it's a giant though.
Wow.
Look at how thick that thing is.
He's pretty too. Look at the black spot. Look at that.
Oh my gosh, he's so short.
He's so chubby.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Hey,
I think it's a 6. Just how.
that would have been my PB.
Oh my gosh, JJ. That's how you get things going. Oh my gosh, we've been fishing for about 15 minutes since Jay caught her first one. Got over to this little area and we have got a biggin. This is the kind of fish that we're after out here today. Pre-spawn magnums.
Wow.
This fish is so short.
It's so pretty.
Isn't that pretty though? Look how thick that and healthy this fish is. There is a ton of bait fish out here today. And you know, these fish are pre-spawned, so they're full of eggs. And I don't know how much this thing's gonna weigh, but we're gonna throw it on the scale and see. I bet it's gonna be really close to 6 pounds. My PB, if we can catch, I don't know, I'm not expecting us to catch an 8-pounder today, but that's kind of what we're on the hunt for this spring, is an 8-pounder. Jay's on the hunt for a 6-pounder, so this could very well have been her personal best. God, look how fat that thing is.
I know, it's belly.
It is so short and stocky. We'll throw it on the measuring board here in a second too, but I'm gonna throw it on the scale real quick. Oh baby, go. 647.
Dadgummit, you stole my
647,
PB.
6.5 pounder. 6.5 pound largemouth, and if this thing was just a little bit longer, we'd probably be hitting a 7.
Yeah.
On a chatterbait, baby. Let's go. That's a stud. Okay, we're gonna grab a few pics of it and we're gonna send it on its way. This fish isn't even 21 inches. It's just 20 inches.
Oh my gosh.
Isn't that crazy?
What a little tank.
That's a big tank. Okay, we're gonna send it back. Oh my gosh, what a fatty. Guys, I've only caught one other bass like this ever that was, you know, short and fat like this, and it was just right at 6 pounds. Like, the tail is so thick. Oh my gosh, I can't get over it. Okay, we've admired this bass enough. We're gonna send her back, let her do her thing. Oh my gosh, what a football. Oh my gosh. I mean, one last little look. That's crazy. Okay.
Oh whoa! Nice.
Oh. There he is.
That's a big one.
That's a,
oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, Jay, it's a giant.
That's a giant.
That's a giant. Oh my gosh, Jay, keep on.
Oh
Keep reeling, keep reeling, keep reeling. That's a gigantic
my
fish.
gosh. He's gonna get me around that.
It's okay, just keep reeling, keep reeling, keep reeling, keep reeling.
Oh my gosh,
Oh yes,
it's a big one.
it's a big one. Oh my gosh, I thought he was way bigger.
I know.
Oh my gosh. I think we're just hyped up. I think we're hyped up right now. It's still a 4-pounder. I said, you got
That's
it.
our biggest fish ever.
I said throw between that stump and that stump, and
Yeah.
I think you will probably get bit, as it looks too good. And he,
That's a nice one.
that's a giant. JJ, that's what we're after. Like
My
moments
heart
after.
stopped. I mean, that fish felt humongous.
It was in a big fish spot.
Yes, it was. And
Yeah.
it was the next cast after you just caught that 6-pounder, so 6.5-pounder. So I am fired up right now.
I mean, that is gorgeous.
If I catch my PB today, I'm probably gonna cry.
Maybe you'll jump in.
I might jump in.
It's a possibility. This is the time of year to do it. We've got the weather conditions to do it, and that's awesome. I'm proud of you. That is a chunk.
Yeah.
You want to weigh it for verification?
Sure, we can weigh it.
4.11. Not a 411, but 4.11.
Yeah.
So just a 4-pounder, but that is a nice one. This thing's kind of weird to get off. There you go.
All right.
Let's gonna look at that thing.
Let's get her back in the water and let's catch some more.
That's a stud.
Some more biggins.
All right, so Jay didn't catch this one by this stump, but it looks just like the one she caught it from, and the one she caught it from is just right there. We can't really get to it. We're kind of trapped in between some logs. So just go ahead and sit him back.
All
That's
right.
a pretty fish, JJ.
Yes, it is.
I wonder if it's gonna splash like the other one. Oh, there's so
She's
chunk.
more graceful.
I mean, that thing was stretching your line. I got hype.
know.
I got scared. You're using fluorocarbon, I'm using braid, so maybe that was
Yeah.
part of it, but dadgum. That's 3 good
That
ones.
was awesome.
Oh yeah. That's done so.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
He missed it. Freak. That was a
Look at that giant swirl.
That was
Yep.
a giant.
You can throw back in there. You might come back and get him in a little bit.
Oh my gosh. He bit that bait so
I
hard.
told you. I told you. Well, I honestly don't really know what to say. So when we first got out here, we got off to a hot start. We had like 5 bites all together in about 35 minutes. Jay had 4 bites. I only had 1 bite. It was that lone 6.5-pounder, which I'll take. I mean, I'm happy with that, but I really expected us to really get into them. I'm not sure if we just showed up here whenever they were feeding or what. You know, I would have thought that as the day progressed and the water warmed up, the water temperature's warmed up 2 degrees since we've been here. I thought they would just continue to bite, but that just hasn't been the case. We should have continued going that way a lot further. We actually went up this way and fished up there for a long time, but it's been 3.5 hours since we had a bite. Legit.
That's crazy.
We came back over here when we caught those fish to see if maybe we just, maybe overlooked a few, and nope, no more bites. We tried different lures. We tried swim baits. We tried jigs. Tried some Texas rigs. Nothing. So I don't know. That's just fishing for you. You think you know something, and then all of a sudden you get humbled really, really quickly. But we can't complain. We caught 2 really nice fish. Jay also landed another fish and had a couple other bites. So overall, definitely would say that this was a successful mission out here in the big boat, out here in the draining lake. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's Cole and Jay, and I guess you can see behind us today, we are going to be fishing a gigantic golf course pond. I mean, this pond is massive. One of the largest golf course ponds that I've ever seen and ever fished. It's probably like a 7 or 8 acre pond. It's massive. And today our main goal is to connect with a big largemouth bass. So both of us have fished out here before and we've caught some really, really nice fish. This pond is not known for numbers, but it is known for quality bass. Like every bass that I've caught out of here has literally been over 3 pounds, and most of them have been up to 4 and 5 pounds, which is really exciting. We've been wanting to catch some big bass. We've got the baits to do it, I think. And we got pretty good weather. I mean, it's kind of cold, but it's overcast conditions. And I think that the bass will be chewing, and hopefully we can find them stacked up somewhere.
And to make today's video a little bit more interesting, we're actually going to be doing a fishing challenge. And I think it's gonna be whoever catches the biggest fish wins.
Yeah, like we said, we're not planning on catching a bunch of numbers. If we do catch numbers, that's awesome, but it's all about the big ones today. So if you're excited about today's video and you like fishing ponds, make sure you hit the like button.
And subscribe.
And subscribe to our channel so you won't miss out on these future pond fishing challenges. So you ready to go?
I'm ready.
There's a big fountain over there, and I think that's where we're gonna start today's fishing mission, because we're trying to fish the best spots.
I'm trying to catch the biggest bass.
Okay, let's do it. Let's go get some big ones. Look at this. That's sketchy. If you fall down, you fall into this tree. If you make it to the bottom, you fall down to a bunch of rocks. That's about a 15-foot drop. Don't want to fall. Be careful. All right, Jay, it's a long way down.
That would definitely hurt.
All right, I guess while we're walking over here, I'll show you guys what I'm gonna be throwing. I've got 3 baits on. I've got a lipless crankbait. I have a new shallow finesse square bill crankbait, and I have a jerk bait. So all kind of power fishing lures. I'll probably swap up if they don't work right off the bat to some that are a little bit more finesse style. you know, some worms, some shaky heads, and we'll just see what happens. We're getting close to this fountain. I'm confident what I have starting off with. All right, there she is, Old Glory, spewing out in the middle of the pond. We're thinking this can be our best spot to catch bass. That fountain's providing extra oxygen to the water. It's pretty deep, it's right in the middle of the pond. Bass should be out there since it's really cold out. I'm going to let Jay do the honors and make the first cast out there. What you got? Lipless crank?
Yep.
About to bomb it.
About to chunk it. It's kind of hard to cast with all the stuff behind me, but.
You got a fish? Are you hooked up? First cast, are you kidding me? Oh, it's a little guy.
Tiny.
So much for the slabs out here. Dang, but hey, you're in the lead. What the heck?
What?
How about that?
Oh my gosh.
Hold him up, let's see him.
Oh, he's so cold. Oh my goodness.
There he is. First bass of the day on that lipless crankbait. That's a 6 cents Quake 70. An awesome lure for wintertime fishing,
Yeah.
wintertime pond fishing. That red craw color. Dang, that's a dink.
I know, it honestly felt like just like a stick on there. Just a little stick.
We were not expecting. That's
Piece
literally
of grass.
that's literally the smallest bass we've seen caught out of here.
Yeah.
Whatever. Good
That's
job,
okay,
Jay.
first cast. Not
That's
too
a good
bad.
time. Okay, get him back. All right, we'll see you, buddy. Fish on, fish on, fish on. That's a good one on swim bait. He bit it on the fall. He's better than the one you caught. Oh, it's a nice one. It's a nice one. It's a nice one. Don't come off, baby. Oh, it's a good one. 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 Big 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 one. Stay hooked. Stay hooked. You're so good. Stay hooked. Come here. Woo! Now that is what we came out here to catch today. It took a while, but that thing is just healthy. Look how thick that fish is.
You've got to be kidding me.
Built like a bullet. I got him on, let's see if I can get that out. I think it just came right out. Look at that. Got him on that little finesse swim bait. That's a little swim bait from 6 cents, little divine swim bait, and a little jig head. Matched perfectly on there, and he was just all over. He bit it on the fall. Let's get a weight on this guy. He's not very long, but look how just thick that fish is. It's beautiful. Okay, we're gonna get a weight on this fish and see how big it is. I know it's definitely bigger than the one she caught, but we're gonna get a size on it just so if Jay catches one bigger than this, we'll know how big this is. Okay. There we go. 4 pounds and 6 ounces. Let's say 6 or 5.
4 pounds, 5 ounces.
4 pounds, 5 ounces, baby. That is a good one.
You've got to be kidding me.
That is a good one. Okay, we're gonna get a couple pictures and we're gonna get this guy back in the water. All right, one last look at this beauty. We're gonna get it back in the pond so we can catch something even bigger. I know there's some bigger ones out there. Man, that thing is big. We'll see ya. Okay, we're back out there. Let's see if there's any more big old bass hanging out in the middle of the pond. And I have the jerk bait too. You can throw that on your spinning rod. Fish, 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 fish. It's another decent one. That was a super light bite. Another nice fish. He's not as big as the last one though. There we go, baby. Not as big, it's not gonna help me, but it is a nice fish. On that swim bait. Get up here, fish. Look at that. Woo! I was able to swing that one up. Heck yeah. All right, not as big of a fish, but another good one. These fish are freezing cold. I mean, just frigid, look at that. Ate that swim bait. I'm just slow rolling it on the bottom. It's 7 or 8 feet deep down there, and there's kind of a point that sticks out. There's a couple of different points, point there, and a point there. And maybe we figured out, so maybe they're on those points and in a little bit deeper water. But this is the deepest part of the whole pond. So we're gonna keep casting out there so we can get some more. He's kind of skinny, not as thick as the other one, but still an awesome fish. Put up a good fight. All right, but I'm gonna give you a light toss and we will see you. Thank you. Oh shoot! I got bit. I got bit hard. Dang. That was 3 casts in a row I've gotten a bite on swim bait. I literally made 25 casts at this point throwing my lipless crankbait and my little shallow square bill, and I didn't get anything. And just this little adjustment to this slow finesse swim bait is what they're all about right now, it seems like.
I got one. I think so.
Oh guys, Jake took that. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Look at his freaking mouth. Look at his freaking mouth. Oh my gosh. No. Oh my gosh. Get it.
Alright. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Oh my word. Okay, this fish is pretty long.
Yeah, that fish he might be bigger than the one I caught.
That was literally the smallest bite.
I know, it's like, it's just a light little tick. And they're on there. Look at that.
What?
Let me look down at that mouth. Look at that. Completely choked that little swim bait. Jay, you're lucky I brought 2 swim baits.
Yeah, no, Cole caught 2 fish in a row on a swim bait. I was like, I'm switching to a swim bait.
And that just popped out.
Oh my gosh.
That's a big one.
Yes. I feel like it's been a while since I've caught a decent bass.
Yeah, that fish is enormous. That fish is definitely gonna be a 4-pounder. Could very easily be larger than the one I caught.
Let's find out.
Let's
get
find
the
out.
scale.
Dang.
Yes, that's right.
No.
Is it 4.7?
No.
Yeah, baby.
Are you serious?
4 pounds, 7 ounces.
That fish is just barely larger than the one I caught.
Yes.
Oh, you're a dirty dog, Jay.
I am so pumped right now. Look at the size of this fish and look at the size of his mouth.
Big old guy.
Largemouth bass. Oh my gosh.
Okay, let's get him
Feels good
back.
to catch a good one.
And I got to get back to work and see if I can catch one bigger than that. I think it's gonna take a 5-pounder to win today. Now we got to figure it out. Okay, send him in.
Woo! He was ready to go.
He was ready.
Oh yes.
I hate you.
Ha.
Oh shoot. Oh shoot. Oh shoot. No? Oh baby.
Okay, let's look up another one.
Oh yeah, dang.
He's not as big as the last one.
Woo!
Oh, don't lose him.
Haha.
Nice one.
Okay, this fish hit whenever I popped it.
Really?
Yeah.
Go.
That was like pretty much the same spot I caught the last fish in too. Okay, another nice fish. Fish is probably 2.5 pounds, but we are going to let him go and hopefully we can catch a 5-pounder. That's
Yeah.
what I'm after.
5-pounder. Okay, those first 2 fish I caught destroyed my bait, so I got to get another one on there. I'm show you guys the exact lure we're throwing. I know you guys like that. So this is it. This is the 6 Cents Divine Finesse swim bait. It's just a pearl white color, and I am pairing it up with a 6 Cents Divine swim bait jig head, and it's a 3/16 ounce jig head. And what's really awesome about this jig head is it has that screw lock feature below the jig head, which allows you to screw your plastic directly onto the hook and it keeps it secure. It's really awesome. So I'll show you guys how it works. I'm gonna bite the very tip of the swim bait off, just so that it mounts flush to the jig head. So you just thread it on like you would with any other jig head. And then once you get to that screw lock keeper, you simply just screw the plastic on there. Super easy. And this greatly extends the life of your swim bait. Now that swim bait I was using was one that I had used a previous outing, so it was already tore up. This is a fresh one, so I'm expecting that this swim bait, unless I catch like a 7 or 8 pounder and it's ferocious, should last the remainder of our pond fishing trip. Now all this stuff you're seeing us use today, you know, the lipless crankbaits, the shallow crankbaits, the swim baits, the jig heads, all of this you can find at sixcensefishing.com. We'll leave a link in our video description for you guys to check out, and you can use our promo code CJ10 and save 10% off all your orders at checkout. Definitely recommend it. These baits are awesome and they will definitely help you catch fish this winter season. But for now, we're gonna get back in the water and see if we can catch a couple more big fish.
Fish! Fish!
There he is.
Fish!
So a good one?
Does feel like a good one. Oh, don't jump! Don't jump! He's coming up! Oh my gosh!
Not that big.
He's a decent one though.
He is decent.
He's probably not the 5-pounder I'm looking for. Whew.
Get him out the grass.
Woo!
Yeah, it looks solid though. How
He's a little
about
dirty
it?
now. Your girl is on fire!
Yeah, you are. That's another like 2-pounder. We're fish, so what we did, we made an adjustment, moved over, and we're targeting that same point where we call those bass at a different angle.
Yeah.
And we were thinking that maybe a different angle would allow us to get a few extra bites. And that was your first cast there, right?
Yeah, first cast.
Awesome.
On this side.
Fantastic. Good job,
The
Jay.
light, I mean, the bite was still so light. But cool fish.
Biggin. Yep. I don't know if it's gonna do it. It's a good one though. Look at him. Get your fish. All right, finally, I haven't caught one in about 20 minutes or so since I caught those 2 good ones. And there's my 3rd bass of the day. This isn't gonna beat 4 pounds, 7 ounces. And this is, I guess, my smallest one of the day so far, but still, it's a really solid, chunky, healthy looking largemouth. That'll definitely be a giant one day. And oh, check this out.
What?
Look down his throat. See that, guys? These fish are definitely eating bait fish. So there's some shad out here, some bluegill out here. And I guess we're doing the right thing because we're catching them. We're catching these bass today. We're actually doing better than we expected. You know, we said at the beginning that this is mainly, you know, a big fish place and not so much a numbers area, but I think we've caught 7 bass today.
Yeah.
So really, really cool.
Good.
Let's get this guy back in the water and see if we can catch a couple more. Big one. Big one. I think it's a big one. It was a very light hit. It feels heavy. Oh my gosh. Don't come off. That thing feels heavy. Oh, it's a good one. I don't know if he's, oh my gosh. Look at him.
Oh, we can't see him. Oh my gosh.
Hit the fish. Woo! Dang, he's not big enough. Oh, that was just, man,
gosh.
what a tank. Look at how thick that fish is.
It's like a football.
I'm not sure these fish are getting fertilized out here on these golf greens or what, but these guys are tanks. He's easy a 3-pounder, but look how short he is. He's only like a 16-inch fish maybe. Look at that, another one on the swim bait. Right after that last one I caught, I thought I had a big one. They're hitting it harder. Now those biggest ones we caught, they didn't hit it as hard, but these last 2 bites I've had were just munched it. Got him good. Gotta love that.
Beautiful
big bass,
fish.
little swim baits. All right, let's get this big guy back in the water. There's got to be a monster out there somewhere.
There's got to be.
We've heard reports of 7 and 8 pounders being caught out here, so we would love to tang it with one of those big boys. But this is nice.
Whew. I got really nervous just then, but I am still in the lead. Yes.
Big one. Big one. I think it's a big one. It was a very light hit. Feels heavy. Oh my gosh. Don't come off. That thing feels heavy. Oh, it's a good one.
Oh no.
I don't know if he's, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on.
Oh.
Dang, he's not gonna be big enough.
Dang.
I don't think so.
That looks like a twin of the one you just caught.
He's a little bit bigger than the one I just caught, but oh my gosh.
Whew.
He just barely thumped it. I mean, look how thick these fish's tails are. They almost look like river fish, like big river smallies. Every one of these fish we've caught just about has just been a tank, just solid. I'm gonna put the scale on this one just to see how big he is. I don't think he's gonna be 4'7". But he's gonna be close to 4 pounds. He might be a 4-pounder. And you never know, he's kind of thick. Sometimes I underestimate fish, like, looks pretty big to me.
Yeah, he's pretty big fish.
Pretty big fish, but I don't think he's quite 4'7". Let's go put him on the scale. I bet he's gonna be about 4 even.
He better not be anywhere close to 4'7".
He's gonna be pretty close. Yeah, he's 3 pounds and 10 ounces it looks like. 310, that's a solid fish. 311?
311.
311, that's a solid fish. I didn't think he was gonna be close to 4 pounds. He's just too short. If he was a couple inches longer and maybe a little bit bigger of a belly, be there, but not quite 4'7", not what we're looking for. I mean, this is what we're looking for, but not the biggest fish of the day, unfortunately for me. Jay,
it's not gonna give you an early Christmas present.
I really want one. Yeah, I'm gonna put this guy back in the water and keep casting, and then they're still out there.
Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. That was a big bite. That was a big bite. This better be a big fish. Oh, he still doesn't look.
That's a big one.
Oh my gosh. He is mad. Get up here. Come on. Get up here. Get him.
Okay, he was not as big as I thought he was. But I did not want him to get away.
There you go.
He's blind.
He's blind in one eye?
He's blind in one eye.
Look at that. Okay, he's thriving out here. He don't need 2 eyes.
No. It's just kind of sad.
It's okay. It's another nice fish though, about 2.5 pounder. I saw your rod doubled up.
So good. That was my first
one.
like good bite. That was cool. I thought he was a lot bigger than this, but he's like probably almost 3 pounds, right?
Yeah, probably. He's a little bit skinnier than the other ones, but still a really nice fish. I take that any day of the week. This has just been so much fun.
I'm having an awesome time. All right, we're gonna let this fish go. Thank you, fish, for the awesome bite. That was so much fun.
Figure it out. He gone. Oh, now he's gone. He's blind in one eye. He had to figure out where he was at. Man, you almost slid into the pond after that fish.
I know. Can't let him get away. Guess what, guys? Both of our GoPros just died. That means time is up. I am your champion. I caught the biggest fish of the day and it feels so good.
You won by 2 ounces.
Yeah, 2 ounces, but
2 ounces, guys, separated between mine and Jay's largest fish, which is crazy. I mean, there's lots and lots of tournaments that come down to a matter of ounces, and today was one of those. So hats off to you, Jay. Congratulations. Howdy guys, welcome back to the channel. Excited to be with y'all today because we have a gorgeous afternoon on our hands. It's currently 3:18. It gets dark at about 6:30, so we have approximately 3 hours to get her done out here on the lake today. We're on a lake that I haven't fished in quite some time, honestly. It's not my favorite lake in the world, but it's not my least favorite, and I really like it this time of year in the early spring. And like I said, we have a gorgeous afternoon. It's like 75 degrees. It's like the 3rd day of a warming trend. These fish should be chilling. We got a little bit of a breeze, and we're gonna try to get after it. One of my favorite things to do out here on this lake this time of year is to go out and throw red lures. Red is a great color to throw in the early spring, and I have a pile of them here next to me. I'm gonna try a bunch of these different ones out. These are a bunch of hard baits from 6 Sense Fishing. I got a couple of crankbaits. I got the Flat Finesse F4. I've got a Munch. Those are both red, and I've got an assortment of red lipless crankbaits. This is just a Quake 70. I've got a Snatch. I've also got the Duke. All these are in red. It's just fun. You know, you can't throw red baits year round. And I'm kind of getting towards the tail end of that bite, and I just want to catch something on something red. I don't know why. It's just fun, and it's drilled in me. If those don't work, I've also got a red chatterbait, and if that doesn't work, well, I've got other normal colored baits also. But they like red lures in this lake. There's a big grass line that goes around the whole thing, and I'm just gonna pound the bank, pound the edge of the grass, and see if we can't put some fish in the boat. Also, before we get started, I've got something cool. We already showed you some tackle. I've got some more tackle here in this Super 6 stack from 6 Sense Fishing. You've seen us unbox a ton of these on the channel. This is a subscription stack. from 6 cents that can be delivered to your door each and every month, and inside is full of premium 6 cents fishing lures, and you get them at a discounted rate, which is cool. We're gonna unbox it, see what we got. Maybe we got some red stuff in here. Starting off with the lipless crankbait. That's fitting, but that is chrome. So if the red ones don't work, you might bust this one out. This is actually the new Duke. This is the 55. It's a smaller version than the one I just showed you a minute ago, but love that bait. I also have a jerk bait. Jerk baits are killer in the springtime. If y'all keep up with professional bass fishing, you'll see that a ton of these guys are throwing jerk baits right now, catching a bunch of bass. And I'm all about a jerk bait. Also, we've got a pack of spinnerbait trailer hooks. We can throw that on the back of that chatterbait. We can throw on the back of a spinnerbait or a buzzbait, which we could honestly throw a buzzbait today. The water's probably warm enough. Or we can put it on the back of the spinnerbait that we just got. This is the Divine spinnerbait, and this is a really nice color. This water's pretty clear. We've got a Crush Mini 25 MD in a nice shad color. Maybe we see some white bass roaming around, we can throw that thing. We've got the Movement 80X. This is also one of my favorite spring crankbaits just because it's a bigger bait. It's got a lot of thump and roll. So instead of throwing like a chatterbait or like a Colorado blade spinnerbait, you can throw this thing and get, you know, more thump than that. And it's just a little bit of a different look. That's a cool little baby bass color. Good in a bunch of different water clarities. And there's a couple more things in here it looks like, or maybe just one. One more. We've got some Divine shaky worms in Cosmic Black. This bait, when you can't catch them on these power fishing baits, you can slow down, drag a worm around, and it will always get bit, or more times than not will get bit. Anyways, guys, that's the Super Stix sack for this month. If y'all would like to check them out, I'll leave them linked down in the video description for y'all. I've also got a discount code that you can punch in to save you some extra money on the Super Stix sack. So be sure to check it out, link in the description. But without further ado, I'm gonna pick up all these baits and we're gonna head out. And we've got 3 hours to get something figured out. Hopefully we can find some big ones. I've caught some big ones, but I really just want to catch something on a red bait. Let's go. There we go, fish on, good one, good one, good one, real good one. Get up here, he's trying to go to the grass. He's trying to get in that grass. Oh gosh, what's he stuck on? He's stuck on a fishing line or something. Oh no, he's got grass, don't come off, he's barely hooked now. Barely hooked now. Stay on there, got one hook, it's a nice fish. Don't jump, I ain't got my net. Ah. I got some hooks in him now. Ah, yes sir, there we go. That's how we started off right there, guys. Well, we had a bunch of hooks and then we only had one hook. Nice, that's a good one. It's probably 3 pounds. All right, guys, we are on the board. First bass of the afternoon. It really didn't take long at all. I think I've been fishing for maybe 10 minutes, and I decided to start off throwing the 6 cents Snatch 70X. I really love this bait and I love this color. It's kind of a matte finish red craw, but he smoked it. I got it on this windblown grass line, and I mean, at the end of my cast, like 2 cranks in, he smoked it. And that is a really solid largemouth, and I'm excited. There was a couple fish that spooked off too while I was fighting this one. I almost lost him because he got stuck in some grass and some other fishing line, but we managed to keep the hook in him. But that is an excellent start to our day. If we catch any like a little bit smaller ones, we're probably gonna load them up and take them home and eat them, honestly. But this is a nice quality fish. We're going ahead and send this one back. But definitely a good start to the afternoon. I would like to catch 5, and we're definitely on pace to do that. We're just gonna keep on going and see what we can get into. Nice, send it back. You can see all this grass. He's just hanging up right on the edge of it. Solid, solid largemouth. Bye. Oh, that's awesome. There's a fish. Fish. I think it's a big one. I think it's a big fish. It's a big fish. Decent fish. He smoked it. Gosh, he was running so fast. I didn't know how big he was. Not the same size as the first one. Maybe a little bigger. He's got it. He's got one hook again. Oh my gosh, he smoked it. That is awesome. Come here, big guy. Come here. Oh, don't come off. He's got one hook. Gotcha. Gotcha, sucker. It looks like the same one I caught earlier, but we're a good ways up the lake when we caught that first one, but That is awesome. Fish number 2, another quality bass. I mean, he's probably just under 3, so honestly, probably just a little bit smaller than the first one. But I had no idea how big this fish was gonna be because he hit that thing so hard and he took off with it. Another beautiful largemouth on that red 6-cent Snatch 70X lipless. That is awesome. What a pretty fish. Like I said, he fought so good. Okay, we're gonna get this guy back into the lake and we're gonna get back after it, keep on cruising up, see if we can't maybe link with one double this size. Okay, little mama. Man, that's a pretty fish. We'll see ya. Whew. Let's go. So I'm really varying my retrieves with this lipless crankbait. That fish bit it. I kind of hopped it a couple times off the bottom. I'm kind of keeping a steady reel with it. I'm not like yo-yoing it really. And I'm speeding up my reel. I'm slowing it down, letting the bait fall. I'm giving it some hops. Just trying to, you know, get these fish to react to it. I don't really know what the mood of these fish are. I haven't fished out here in a long time, and but I feel like they should be biting today. And so far, they are acting fairly aggressive. So I probably could just go down the bank and just, you know, just cast it out and wind it in just normal. But I just feel like, you know, altering your retrieve can really trigger those fish into striking, especially if they're following it. You know, you can pause it real quick and then snap it, and it'll drive them crazy. Oh, be a bass right there. Oh, be a bass right there. There he was. Oh my gosh. Called it. Feels big. Feels very big. I said this before though. Guys, that was a perfect spot right there. Oh, this is a big bass. Or a catfish. It's big. It's big. Big, don't be a catfish. Oh my gosh, this is big, guys. Might be a catfish. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, it's a flathead. Oh my God, it's a big old flathead. Oh my God, it's a big old flathead. Oh my gosh, it's a big old flathead. Oh my gosh. I told you it felt big. Oh my gosh, he hammered it. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, it's a big old flathead. Oh my gosh, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? Why don't I have my net? I don't know where my net is. Oh, he still hammered it. Oh, we eating good tonight, fellas. We are eating good tonight. Oh, if I can land him. We gotta land him first. There's only one place this guy's going. Oh my gosh, he has got the whole thing gobbled up, so. Oh my gosh. I got him out here in open water. I wanted to keep him away from that grass. Oh my gosh, I told you I was gonna catch a fish right there. I didn't know it was gonna be a flathead. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I don't know how I'm gonna grab him. He's got the bait all in his mouth. Luckily, he's not like a jumbo flathead. You know, he's not like a 50-pounder or anything, but it's a nice flathead. Oh my gosh. We gotta get him up. Gotta get him up. I have to probably do a gill grab on him. Oh my gosh. I can't tell if my line's got slime on it or if it's frayed. I think it's just slime. I threw on a little rock point and he was just sitting there chilling. Oh, it's a nice one. It's a nice one. Oh my God. Well, I don't really have my drag set crazy on this reel. I'm just thumbing my spool. It's a nice catfish. I think he's probably close to 20 pounds probably. He could be like a high teener. Could be bigger. I ain't really seen him that good yet. He seems like he's kind of a lean one. Oh my gosh, this is so exciting though. This is exciting. This is exciting. Come on up, big fella. Oh my gosh, he got that thing gobbled. I got one chance. Let's go. I got him. Woo! Oh my gosh. I got him. Look at this flathead catfish, guys. He gobbled it. Can y'all see in there? It's gone. Oh my gosh, we got a big old flathead. Woo! Woo! He wasn't coming off. Oh my gosh, that is crazy. Look at that flathead catfish. Y'all heard me call it. I was like, there's gotta be one right there. It was a perfect spot. I did not think it was gonna be a flathead catfish. I honestly don't catch many flatheads whenever I'm bass fishing. I've caught two out here on this lake. I caught one maybe like 7 or 8 years ago that was like a 45 pounder, which was about twice the size of this one, but this is still a good fish. I got my scale well, but look at that mouth. Look at that thing. I think he'll fit in my live well. He's going home with us. I've been wanting some flathead nuggets, and that is a good one. Heck yeah. Well, I ain't gonna keep no bass now. Ooh, this is way better than a bass. You know, part of me wishes that this was a 10-pound largemouth. He bit like one, but I'll take the flathead any day of the week. That is so much fun. Caught it on a bass rod, 12-pound test. Let's go, and we got food. Nice catfish, let's get him alive. Actually, let's weigh him. I know we wanna weigh this guy. I think he's 21 pounds. Not a bad guess, as long as this is accurate. 1883. 1883, almost a 19 pounder. I like to keep my flatheads when they're under 20 pounds. Usually they're over 20 pounds, I prefer to let them go. But we're gonna take this one with us. Let's go. Okay, I'm gonna fish up to this dock here in front of me, and I'm gonna go back kind of where I started and work the other way. I haven't had any more bites from bass in a while. Doesn't mean they're not up here, and I couldn't have just overlooked some. But when you're out here turning and burning like this, you know, you want to be getting somewhat steady. Well, there we go. We're good. It's another good one. Maybe we're gonna keep on going. I don't know how, oh yeah, another decent, oh, he's a thrasher. He's a thrasher. Get up in here. Let's go. Let's go. That's 3 good ones. You just gotta intimidate them a little bit. You gotta tell them you're fixing to leave, and then they're like, no, don't leave, stay here forever. Okay, we'll stay. Another quality bass. A lot of times when I fish this lake, I catch smaller ones, kind of like skinny looking ones, but I'm happy with this quality. It's probably 2.5 pounds. Boom, bass number 3. I was literally just talking about how I was thinking about bailing on this area up here. I'm on the upper end of the lake, haven't had a bite in a while, and then boom, knocks a slack in it. Could have gone either way. Could have been a bass like this, or it could have been a 6 or 7 pounder the way he hit it. He smoked it. And there's a chance there could be more in that little area. It's a nice looking spot. But we're gonna head and we're gonna let this one go. We're gonna keep on going. That's 3, I mean, that's 3 good quality bass. I think he's probably my smallest, but still, I am tickled with bass this size out here on this lake. Let's send it back, keep on after it. Fish! Fish on! It's a little tiny baby. Oh man. I was really debating on whether or not I wanted to come over here and hit this point, but pretty much everything that I thought looked good, I've caught a fish off of. This is a little tiny guy, but we'll take it. That's fish number 4. We're looking for 5. I would prefer to have 5 good ones, but we'll take that. We'll take it. See if there's another one right here. Again, just another just really textbook kind of spot. I don't really have the wind I would prefer on this spot, but I mean, you can see it. At this main point leading into the creek channel right here, or the back of this creek. He did not smoke it though. All the other fishers smoked it. He just went tap. And I was like, is that grass or a bass? And this time it was a bass. Here we go. Fish on, fish on, fish on. Decent one. Decent one. Oh yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Oh, it's been a while. He's got that thing gobbled up. Get in here. Let's go. Head thrashed it. I was beginning to worry if they were gonna eat this one or not. So I had to swap up to the Quake. I lost my snatch that I caught those other fish with. I swapped to this one. It's been a while. Ain't had no bites. That guy right there smoked it. Right where he's supposed to be, right on the end of a grass point. I mean, every one of these fish that I've caught today has been right where he is supposed to be. Just like that, we've got fish number 4. It is currently 5:30. I'm not over at the spot that I'm trying to get to. We are almost there. So I think that we can definitely get 1 or 2 more opportunities at a good bass before the afternoon is over. That's another good, just quality, just 2.5 pound bass. He's got a chunky belly. Look at that. Smoked that lipless crankbait. Like I said, I caught that one on the Quake 70, and it was just an awesome bite. Okay, let's send this fish back and let's see if we can get 1 more. See you, big mama, little baby mama. Woo. So I think part of my problem for why I haven't really gotten as many bites over the last half hour is that I've really lost my wind. I probably should swap to a different lure, but I just don't think I am. That's kind of hard-headed of me, but I'm just gonna keep this thing in my hand. I know I can catch them with limited wind, and as the sun starts to set, I've caught them all my life, you know, in these conditions. And while these, like I said, these are not the best conditions for throwing a lipless crankbait, you definitely want a little bit of wind. We still do have a little bit, and I think once we get down here, probably have a little bit more. Is that a fish? It's a fish. Oh baby. I thought I had some grass. Look at that one. He's grumpy. Oh, he's grumpy. He's decent size too. Oh gosh. Oh gosh, he's grumpy. He's getting eaten by a cat. Oh, that's the biggest one we've caught today, guys. We've hooked. We ain't landed him yet. Oh, they're all just always one hook. Why is it always gotta be just one hook on these guys? It makes for good television. Got him. Woo! I think that's our biggest one. Oh, and there goes the hook. Yes. Yes, guys. Got us a beautiful sunset bass. All right. I mean, 50 yards down, we found another group of them. Well, there's fish number 6, and there is our 4th good quality bass of the day. We'll get a little weight on him. I think he's our biggest one. He's got to be really close to 3 pounds. Nobody weighs these things in kilograms. Here we go. Yep, 3 1/4, 3.24. So they have caught 2 in that 3 pound class, and the other ones have been like that 2.5 to 2 3/4. Quality bass, guys. Beautiful, super beautiful. I'm having a blast. Let's go ahead and send this one back. I'll send you back. Haha. It's kind of a flat bank, not really a point. So here's the thing, guys. I have just really been needing an afternoon like this. You know, I love to fish for everything. I do a ton of multi-species fishing, but at my core, I love bass fishing. It is just so much fun for me, and I just haven't really been doing a whole lot of it recently. And you know, it's just been kind of the time of year, and you know, we get distracted by a lot of different things, you know, chasing down, you know, crappie and catfish and all these other sorts of fish. But it just feels good to be out here on a nice warm spring afternoon and catching some largemouth. You know, no graphs, no electronics, no nothing, just literally going down the bank in good conditions and just fishing what you see in front of you and catching some fish. And man, I can't ask for a whole lot more, except for maybe to catch a 6 or 7 pounder. But we already caught an 18 pound catfish today, and that in itself is awesome. But the last 2 came on this guy right here. And I think it's pretty with the sun coming through. So this color is called Craw-Bomb. It's just kind of just red, got some craw pattern, but it's got some sparkle in it. And I really just like that shade of red a lot. And I've caught a ton of bass in the early spring on this particular crankbait. I'm gonna link all of the gear that we're using, you know, the rod, the reel. I'm also using the 6th Sense Movement Series crankbait rods, Reaction Series rods. This is a 7-foot medium moderate action. I was actually using the 7-foot 2-inch medium heavy for the other fish on the Snatch 70, but I actually knocked the tip off of it. I forgot that I had put a new tip on there. and I knocked it off trying to get my bait back that I lost, and it was no ordeal. But like I said, I'll link all this stuff down below so you can grab some of it if you would like to get in on this early spring bass fishing season. It's still early, and these baits are gonna play for a good time longer. But let's keep casting. We're burning daylight as we speak. We might have something figured out right here. Might not even make it to the good spot. Hope we do though. Let's go. Got another spot right here that I got my my bass tanglers going off. Another really good looking grass point. I mean, pretty much all the fish that I've caught today, I've anticipated the bite because it's been, you know, in a high percentage area. Pretty much every time I've had the bass tingles go off, I've caught a fish. Had just a little bit more wind on it. I bet I could throw a weightless Senko across it and catch one, but that's okay. I'm on. Get you some. Maybe he's on the backside at this point. There he is. I told you. Bass tingles went off. We got another one. It's every grass point, guys. How clutch is that? Boom. Oh, their head thrashing it. Another solid largemouth. His mouth looks a little jacked up. He's probably been weighed in a few times. There's a ton of bass tournaments out here on this lake, and these fish take a beating at times, but right now, I mean, they're acting very green. Look at that. Kind of got duck lips. Another 2-pounder. Send you back. Well, that'll make you want to put the trolling motor on 10 and run up there to that next grass point, and that next grass point, we legit might not make it to the big point. But that'd be okay. We don't have to hit it. We can save it for another day. I just knew I was gonna catch one right there. I've been out here fishing too many times and caught them too many times this way to know that was a good spot. They love that thing. All right, my friends, I think that's gonna do it for the fishing part of today's episode. Definitely can't complain with the results. I think we caught 8 bass. We might have caught 7 or 8. And I think probably our best 5 somewhere around that 14-pound range. So definitely not bad for only fishing for a few hours. And of course, the highlight was that big old flathead catfish. I was good at fishing this money zone that I've been talking about all video long, and I didn't catch anything, but that's just kind of how it goes. I think those fish were really liking to be up there at the upper end of the lake. It's a little bit more shallow, so I'm assuming that water's a little bit warmer. And that's the bank where the sun was hitting the most today, so they're probably all up there happy and feeding, but there could definitely be some down here. But we'll have to save that for another day. But we are going to head back over to the ramp, get loaded up, get back to the house, clean this catfish, and we're gonna eat it up. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I'm out here fishing a new lake today in my kayak, and I'm very excited to get this fishing trip underway. This lake has some really big bass in it, and I kind of have a love-hate relationship with it. Sometimes I come out here and I've caught a bunch of fish, and a lot of times I come out here and caught absolutely nothing. But we're here at a peak time of year to catch big ones. It's been warm the last few days. I've got overcast conditions, a light wind, and I figured that I would give it a shot because I can't really draw up better fishing conditions. What's cool about this lake is that it's lined with cypress trees. The whole perimeter of this lake is nothing but cypress trees. And then you have a few docks and a few like dikes sticking out. But for the most part, it's cypress trees. So what my plan of attack is today is I'm just gonna keep my trolling motor, kind of on high. I'm gonna keep seated in my kayak, and I'm just gonna try to make as many casts as I can to everything that looks good in front of me, and hopefully we'll link up with a few fish. There's a lot of water to cover out here. I only have about 3 hours of daylight, so we're gonna try to make the most of it. Hopefully we can catch some big ones. I'm really hoping we catch a big one today. It's been so long since I've hooked up with, a fish, over 6 pounds or so. And like I said in the beginning, this is the place to do it. And this is a place where I could very easily catch my new personal best. So plan of attack, also, I've got like just one rod here with me. I got another rod back here I'm probably not gonna throw, but I've just got my chatterbait rod here. I've got a lot of confidence with this thing. I feel pretty deadly with the chatterbait in my hands. That is the game plan. So hopefully we can catch something. I hope you guys are excited for today's episode. If you are, do me a huge favor, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, and let's get some big ones. Biggin'. Oh my God, he's huge. Oh, he's a big bass. Stay on there. Stay on there, big guy. Stay on there, big guy. Stay on there, big guy. Come to daddy. Let's go. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let's go. Oh. That's how you start the day off right there, guys. Freaking choked it. That's a big one, guys. Boy, look at the gut. Oh my gosh. Yes. That's what we came here for. Now that is how you get the fishing trip started off. Look at the gut on that bass. Oh my gosh. Man, he smoked that chatterbait right in front of me. There's some Stix right here in front of me. I pitched it through a bunch of them, and this dude was hanging out and just ate it. That's what's up. Been out here about 25 minutes, just been cruising down the bank. Finally got our first bite. That gives me a ton of confidence moving forward, just going down the bank, picking apart isolated cover. Yeah, yeah. All right. Oh man. 5.5 pounds to start the day off, guys. That is what we came for. Friggin' fatty, big old fat fish. My heart is racing. We could just as easily catch one twice this size out here in this lake. Oh my gosh, and this is the time of year to do it. Let's get this big guy released and let's continue our mission down the bank. Keep winding and grinding that chatterbait and hopefully we'll catch one even bigger. All right, big girl, you ready to go? Thank you so much. Get out of here. Let's go. Well, as of right now, we've still only gotten just that one big bite. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the kayak across to the other side of the lake. I've been fishing this windy side and I feel like this is the side I should be fishing, but I've just covered way too much shoreline. I've only had that one bite, so we're gonna head over here. I think this bank's a little bit deeper and I think there's a little bit more variation in cover over there. It's not just cypress trees. So we're gonna head over there. We have about an hour and a half of daylight here to fish. I would love to boat a couple more fish, maybe another 5 or 6 pounder or so, but let's get over there. Let's keep swinging this chatterbait around. We'll see what happens. Guys, I don't know what the heck was going on out there. I caught that first fish, within the first 20 minutes, and then I spent the last almost 3 hours fishing some really good stuff, making a lot of casts, put my bait where I thought, find a fish, based on where I caught that first fish. Didn't have a single bite, didn't have a swirl, didn't even see a fish, didn't smell a fish. Oh my gosh, that lake is weird, but I'm not disappointed because we got a big one. That was the biggest bass I've caught so far this year. It was a whopping 5 pounds, 8 ounces, super girthy, super meaty, just a big old bass. But we can't end today's video here because we need more bass. So we're gonna head out to the home waters tomorrow morning and see what kind of fish are swimming about out there now. I have a feeling that there's some more fish out there since it's been warm. And hopefully there'll be some big ones like the one we caught today hanging out there. The timing is right, everything feels right. So we'll just have to see how things play out. I will catch you guys tomorrow morning. All right, guys, we're back at it. It's day number 2 of this kayak bass fishing mission. We're out here on a different lake this morning. We have very similar conditions to what we had yesterday afternoon. It's cloudy, it's a little bit choppy. It feels about 60 degrees-ish out here, I'm not sure. But what I know is I got the toes out, so it's good. We're feeling good. Feeling very confident this morning that we're gonna be able to catch some bass. Gonna stick to the same program as yesterday. I'm just gonna throw the jackhammer around, see if we can find some fish. I also have the old clout worm here with me too, if the wind decides it wants to let up, or if I get into a situation where I feel like that bait is necessary. But for the most part, I'm just gonna fire out that jackhammer, wind it back in, and hopefully it'll run in front of a fish's face and they will react to it and gobble it up. So that's basically the program that we're on this morning. So let's just jump right into the action. Big one. Biggin', biggin'. Get over here. Get over here, big girl. Get over here, big girl. Get over here, big girl. Give me your face. Yes. That's how we kick the morning off right there. Day 2, baby. Day 2. Whew. That is a good one. Choked. That jackhammer just popped right off that tree. I saw a little swirl right there and I was like, uh-oh, was that a fish? And it was. That's a good one. Let's go. It's about a 3.5 pounder or so. Let's get a quick weight on this one. See how big she is. 3 pounds, 14 ounces, almost a 4 pounder. You can't be mad at that. What a way to start the morning. A near 4 pound fish. Cranked the jackhammer right next to a tree. It's a great start. We've been out here about 10 minutes. We've got a lot of ground to cover. Hopefully we can catch a few more of these. We have some weather that's moving in here very soon. So hopefully we can catch some more big ones before that storm rolls in. Yes, beautiful, big, green, largemouth bass. Got to love it. And we will see ya. Whoa. You'd love to see that. Let's go. Okay, let's keep casting. Let's get a couple more big ones. Biggin'. Come here. Yes. I'm not as big as I thought he was. Yes. I'm telling you guys, every one of these fish is just choking on that thing. Not as big as our first fish, but a good one. This here's gonna be about 2.25 or so. He felt pretty big when I hooked him, but I didn't have an anchor down. I was just kind of just riding with it. Oh man, got to love that. Second fish of the morning. And I've been really impressed with the quality of fish we've been catching in here so far this year. I mean, that's a really quality fish. Probably closer to 2.5 pounds, pre-spawn largemouth. Beautiful fish. Let's get him back and let's see if we can get a couple more fish just like this one. See you later. Bye. All right, 2 fish so far this morning. Been fishing about 35, 40 minutes. Things are looking good. Let's keep casting, let's keep catching them. I just hopped off the lake, guys, and I really don't know what to say. I'm a little bit confused, honestly. I had a lot of confidence going into both lakes that we fished that we were gonna get out there and we were gonna smash them. We had great weather conditions, the water temperature was good, everything was looking right for it to be a smash fest. But that did not end up being the case, although I'm not gonna complain with the results because as y'all saw at the first lake, we caught a monster bass right off the bat, and although we didn't get any more bites, it was still an awesome fish to catch. And then when we fished this morning, right off the bat, we caught another big bass, you know, almost a 4 pounder, and then we followed it up with another nice 2.5er, and then, you know, a couple hours went by with no more bites. It's just so strange how they're biting first thing when we show up and then can't get any more bites. I'm not sure if we're ahead of schedule on the chatterbait program or if we just didn't get into the right areas, or maybe we should have shown them something different. But normally that works, but we're gonna have to, I guess, explore some more surrounding areas, maybe deploy a few more fishing tactics so we can get some more fish in the boat. But honestly, I feel like as we progress more into spring, as the water temps continue to warm up a little bit more, that the bite is eventually going to fire up and we're gonna be able to put a bunch of bass in the boat. But guys, this is where I'm gonna leave y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed lake hopping with me the last couple of days. If y'all did, do me a huge favor, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, and I will catch you on the next episode. Bye guys.